We literally have no idea what is about to happen here on this podcast. So, on this episode, it's an AMA, Ask Me Anything. And Dallas, I've given Dallas full license to literally ask me anything. There's no topics off limits. I'm going to give you the real story. It is Ask Coach G Anything on this episode of the podcast. Stick around.
Welcome to the CrossFit Edwardsville Community Podcast, where we hear and learn from our coaches, CrossFitters, and Glen Ed community leaders. Now, here are your hosts, Dallas and Greg.
What is up, everybody? It's been a hot minute since I've been with you all. Welcome to the CrossFit Edwardsville podcast, where we do talk with some of our coaches, occasionally some of our CFE CrossFitters, and sometimes our Glen Ed community leaders. Today, we're going to get actually 3 out of 3 on that. We've got a CFE community leader, boom, Coach G.
Thank you.
We've got one of our CrossFitters, boom, Coach G, and we've got one of our coaches and trainers, Coach G. Welcome to the program, dude.
Hey, thanks for having me. Hopefully I can be useful to you and the audience today, although there is that little part of me that's got the butterflies, like I'm not sure what's going to happen. And the structured INTJ part of me likes to have a game plan going in, but today I'm gonna be entirely flying by the seat of my pants. So this is gonna get wild.
So this is the Ask Me Anything, or in this case, Ask G Anything. I think might be the AGA in this particular circumstance.
We might do it again if it goes
well.
We
might do it again. Let's see.
If it's a catastrophe, maybe the last time ever.
AGA episode 1, possibly pilot that never gets picked up. All right, so I do have a couple of questions. I think, G, we'll just warm you up here, and then there's a few that might become a topic, and then maybe a couple of quick hits if we have time. So, first kind of question, just to warm you up: why did you actually want to become a coach at the start of all this?
Because I was a fitness nerd. Like I had found, so pretty much everybody in my family works in healthcare in some regard. My dad was a neuropathologist by trade. My mom, medical transcriptionist. My brother Anthony's a pharmacist. My brother Chris, blood work specialist, hematology, that sort of thing in hospitals. The majority of our family works in healthcare in some regard. And I got my start in physical therapy, but I think it was just, I was a fitness nerd. I became obsessed with healthy eating and exercise. And then like when you're that guy, it sort of became like my thing. And I found myself talking to my colleagues at work and my friends about the stuff that I was doing and recruiting them. Hey, come on with me to the gym. Let's go lift together. Or hey, I challenge you this week to drink a half a gallon of water each day. Cool, you did that. Let's drink a full gallon of water each day. Yeah. Just trying to spread whatever little bit of knowledge I had to others around me. And I kind of fell into the coaching role. It was more just me being a friend to the people around me, trying to what, like, as I was learning, I was sharing what I was learning with my friends, and really, like, very important for me to do a quick shout out to Caroline, my wife. Caroline,
I think she was one of the main reasons.
Well, she was actually a very positive influence on me. She was the one that actually pushed me to start eating in a healthier way when I first started, because my diet was a complete train wreck and was not good. And she was one that helped me start making healthy substitutions, eat this, not that, and move in a process. So shout out to her. She pushed me in a very positive way, but it was more just me being a nerd, sharing with people around me. And then next thing I knew, I was a coach by accident.
Gotcha. So you mentioned the eat this, not that. I'm gonna go even off of my script. What was one of the big shifts for you on food? Like, what was this was always a crutch and you had to shift over to an eat this, not that? I know it's been a while.
Well, it's a fair question. So when we were growing up, we had pizza night at the Skelly household, and every Friday night was pizza night. And shout out to the 90s kids. If you remember when the X-Files first came out, it was on Friday nights. Dude, let me tell you.
8 o'clock Central on Fox.
Dude, it was the jam. So I loved that show. And so what would happen is like every Friday night was pizza night, the Skelly household. We would order Domino's pizza and have it delivered. And I would eat a whole Domino's large extra cheese pizza by myself while watching the X-Files. And I
Okay.
bring that up because like we had a lot of like institutions in our household growing up. The Friday pizza night was
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah.
And when I moved out of my parents' house, I kept a lot of those same institutions of the pizza night or the cheat day.
Yeah.
And to warm what you're saying, I found that a lot of those institutions that I was trained into by my household upbringing
Yeah.
were actively hurting me in terms of living my best life.
Okay.
And so when I started taking a step back and reflecting on myself once I moved out and kind of was free to start forging my own path in life, I started identifying like pizza night is like one of those things that it actually takes away from my life more than it adds.
Sure.
Like I don't feel great after I'm done eating
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? I don't feel great the next day. I don't look better. I don't have better energy. It's like it's a temporary high and it passes and I feel like crap the next day.
Yeah.
So I guess toward what you're asking, like maybe a crutch was this idea that I needed to have regular stupid food indulgences.
Okay.
And I realized that I didn't. I didn't need to have that. That, you know, there's that silly expression in fitness world that nothing tastes as good as healthy feels.
Oh yeah.
And it's really true. Like just feeling great energy, feeling good about myself, the self-esteem that comes with having the discipline of, you know, doing the healthy stuff on a regular basis. It's
Yeah.
way better than pizza night ever gave me.
You know,
I don't want to
that's
hang
an
out.
intriguing. So I just got to interject here because I lived in LA and was in the Hollywood industry, the entertainment industry for a while. And that phrase, nothing tastes as good as healthy feels. There's a twisted version of that in LA, which is nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. Because
That would
that became like the camera idea.
sure.
Nothing tastes
Yeah,
as good as skinny feels because you're going to get more roles if you're skinnier.
I feel and I don't want to talk down on anybody's perspective, but I could see how that might be more of a harmful perspective because the goal for many people probably shouldn't be skinny. The goal should be healthy.
Right.
You know, being leaner, athletic that's a good aspiration to have. Like
Right.
skinny, depending on your body type, may or may not be a good goal. But that's a
Yeah.
side note for
No,
another day.
absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. There was a twisted version of it in Hollywood because it was all about how you looked on camera.
Sure.
So that was really more the emphasis there. So what would you say, man, as a coach, do you have a series of core values, things that you feel not you, because we know you're a super disciplined dude, but what are your core values as a coach for your people?
In a fitness capacity or in a nutrition coaching capacity? Because
Well,
they're a
what the
little bit
heck?
different.
Why not both?
In a fitness capacity, and I've never thought of it really in these terms.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like me live processing it. But if there was a start point on the fitness side, it's move with excellence.
Yeah.
The foundation of your movement should be quality movement. Learn from a coach how to do the movements well, because when you're moving with excellence, when you're moving with good technique, good form, quality movement, orthopedically safe movement, you're putting positive stress, healthy stress on your body, and your body becomes stronger. You look amazing. You feel amazing. You
Yeah.
develop an amazing capacity to go kick butt, take names, be your best self, live your best life. When you're moving poorly or your movement is not good
Yeah.
in terms of your quality, your technique, your form, you're accumulating negative stress
Yeah.
that actually moves you away from being your best self. Or to put it another way, like healthy stress, you get fitter. Negative stress, you accumulate wear and tear that ultimately holds you back. You accumulate more kinks and muscle pulls and
Yeah.
tweaks and little like angry parts of your body. So if there was one on the fitness side, first learn how to move with excellence and then do that consistently and regularly. On the nutrition side, and I'm choosing one salient takeaway because I think
That's great. This is great. No, this is very helpful.
On the nutrition side of things, it would be that what you eat matters a lot more than how much you eat. A lot of people think of healthy eating as a starvation contest. I need to eat as little as possible for as long as possible. I'm going to be going hungry all the time.
Yeah.
That's not a winnable battle for anybody really, but satiating, nourishing, fueling, energizing your life and your body with healthy foods, enriching foods, nourishing foods
Yeah.
is a great way to look amazing, feel amazing, perform at your best life. And a lot of that comes down to eating foods that support you and avoiding the stuff that hurts you. Sugar being a great classic example.
Sure.
Sugary stuff, sugary drinks, it hurts you way more than it helps you. Eating a rich panorama of healthy foods, eating to satiety, you're much more likely to see positive change in your life than eating a very small amount of very crappy foods that give you no energy.
Yeah.
To be amazing, no nutrients, you're malnourished at that point. Ultimately, as you advance on your nutrition journey, the portion sizes matter, the quantities of protein, fat, and carbohydrate matter. But if you're just getting started with healthy eating, moving in the direction of eating quality foods, real foods, whole foods that actually help you,
Yeah.
and avoiding things that hurt you. And think of it like if you pour quality fuel and a lot of it into your gas tank, you go far. If you put sand into your gas tank, your engine's gonna burn up.
For sure.
Period. Right? You have to fuel with healthy foods. Start with eating good foods and then tweak and tailor and refine the amounts later.
That's good. I love it. Yeah. So, I mean, both kind of lean into the idea of consistency.
Yeah,
Both
absolutely.
those values, but those are great. So I know we're trying to keep this one short, so I just have one question for you here on AGA episode 1. What are your personal fitness goals right now?
I want to be stronger, more skilled, and harder to kill, Dallas.
Okay. Any folks, no pun intended here, but he shot from the hip on that one. Stronger, more skilled, and harder to kill.
Well, not entirely from my hip. Like I have my life mission statement, and then I have the sub goals there. And essentially everything that I do plays into that mission.
I love it.
So,
I love it. That's
an
awesome,
easy
man.
question to answer.
That's an easy question. So I got a bunch more. I got a bunch of quick hits. I know we don't have time for them today. We'll keep this one short, but maybe we'll come back with an episode 2 of this one. Sound good?
Sound good. We'll save it for the next time. Dallas, thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, I'll sing you all out here. So everybody, thanks for joining us for this. Feel free if you've got questions, check us out on all of the socials, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all of it at CrossFit Edwardsville. You can also Google us, CrossFit Edwardsville. You can see hundreds of positive reviews. When you are ready to go to CrossFitEdwardsville.com and book a consultation, a call with us. No sweat. We just want to find out where you are, where you want to be in your health and fitness journey, and see how we can help guide you along that path. So, Coach G, thank you very much, sir. And we will see you guys in the next episode.